Welcome back to another entry in my video diary of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on Fawn Hollow today? Well, today's a lazy afternoon on a Saturday, so of course probably not much going on apart from Kiki Cider visiting town, which, it's the afternoon, it's not past 6 PM or whenever you need Kiki Cider to start playing songs, so unfortunately we won't have a concert. It'll just be another old Fawn Hollow day. We'll see what happens, of course. But first, a message from Isabel. Hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawn Hollow, it's 5:12 PM on Saturday, May 23rd, 2020. Really isn't any news to speak of today, but I looked at my horoscope for today and it says I'm gonna have good luck. I guess that doesn't qualify as news. That's fair enough, Isabel, fair enough. I hope you are extremely lucky today, then. Makes me wonder when we're gonna put Katrina into this game. She was like a fortune teller if you didn't play the previous games, basically, and she told you if you're going to have good luck or bad luck and what lucky items you needed. Anyway, for Morty, somersault the whirlwind. What are you up to? I know you're always out there, you know, being your best self and stuff, but I kind of worry you're working too hard, Somersault. Sometimes you got to take a break. Your life coach, Audie. Those are wise words, Audie. Wise words. I'll take them to heart. But honestly, Animal Crossing is my break, so there's nothing much more to it than that. Still no purple pansies. Just check they're not hidden or anything behind there, which they're not. We'll have a look at what's going on over there. What should we talk about today? You know what I was going to talk about, because I just finished watching a video. And it was a video of a YouTube channel. If you're the type of person to click on related videos, or recommended videos, which seem utterly bizarre and absolutely not related to any of your interests, but you do it anyway, then you'll probably know them. I believe they're called Cracking the Cryptic or whatever. It's one of their videos. If you don't know who they are, there's I assume a team of people. I've only ever seen one one guy in all their videos, some British person. Basically just solving really hard Sudoku puzzles, or equivalent puzzles. Oh, a lost book. Oh, here's a fun fact which I didn't realise about this. A lost item, I found this out through the internet. You can actually investigate this, and if you have a high friendship with whoever lost it, they'll tell you stuff about it. So it says, somebody scribbled something on the cover in pencils. Looked like it reads extreme exercises. So that's presumably a jock villager, either Rowan or Axel. Probably Axel, because we're not very close friends with Rowan yet, so I don't think we'd be able to identify his notebook as such. So yeah, it's a good way of narrowing it down. And in the cases where you've only got two of a certain villager personality type, it's only a 50-50 shot, so not bad, because you get bonus points, bonus friendship points if you give it to them before they even ask about losing an item. So let's just try and return those to Axel right away, seeing as he's right here in his house. Yeah, what I was talking about, I was watching one of those videos from Cracking the Cryptic about Sudoku. Oh, hello, Flo, you're visiting. And have you dropped something, Axel? So we'll get onto the Sudoku talk once I cleared my mind of this lost item. Oh, it's my lost long training notebook. I thought I would never see it again. I have to do something nice for you, so please take this. Thank you very much. Yeah, a striped tank. What was I going to say? Sudoku, yes, they do a lot of very difficult Sudoku puzzles, and it's absolutely remarkable watching someone... Oh, my door just randomly opened, hold on. Spooky, must be a ghost in my house. Anyway, no, it's absolutely remarkable watching someone who's an expert in puzzles like Sudoku just go through and just fill in the numbers. They see all these like connections. They're so used to all the patterns that appear in traditional Sudoku puzzles, and even if you give them a Sudoku puzzle with much more obscure, unusual rules, they'll just do it fantastically. They just fill it in. So the one I just watched was one. It was a regular Sudoku puzzle, and if you've never done Sudoku before, normally they give you a load of numbers to start off your placements of your numbers. Like, well, have like, I'd imagine like expert Sudoku ones might have like 10 numbers or something in it to, you know, give you something to get started off. And this one started with 2 numbers, but it also had some extra restraints on it, mainly being like any cell orthogonally. Any two orthogonally perpendicular cells cannot be the same number, and any two cells which are a knight's move away from each other also cannot contain the same number. And at first you look at it, I don't know why I'm talking to you. Sorry, Timmy and Tommy. I'm just in autopilot mode. At first you look at it and you're like, this is impossible because there's only 2 numbers in it. How is this guy going to solve it? And he even says that. He's like, this must be a joke. I'm going to call up my friend who gave me this puzzle and be like, oh, I'm going to give him an earful for giving me a joke Sudoku. And he just starts doing it. And it's absolutely amazing to watch him figure out where all the pieces go. Just from 2 starting numbers. And fill the entire Sudoku grid in. It's ridiculous, to put it lightly. Or ridiculous perhaps to the untrained eye, like mine is. Of course, without being an expert in Sudoku, what I'm watching what he's doing and being like, this is magical. But of course, that's kind of a way how expertise goes with anything, isn't it? Like, if you're an absolute novice and you don't know anything about it, and you watch an expert perform their craft, it's just amazing to see it. I used to get a lot with rhythm games, like musical rhythm games. You've probably seen it because the ones I'm thinking about like the Japanese arcade rhythm games, which if you've ever been to Japan, you've seen them. They're crazy. And you've seen other people who have spent lots of time playing those games, or invested a lot of hours into it, and can just read the charts and the beat maps and the absolute flurry of notes just seamlessly and perform the song. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just like Google, I suppose YouTube, something like Japanese arcade music game, but say it a bit more like how you would probably search for something rather than like a robot for some reason, because apparently that's what I am. I don't remember what I was saying. It's actually absolutely remarkable, but I've had my own experience playing rhythm games. I play some of them on my phone, and then when you first start out, you're like, this is impossible, I can't see what's going on. But then as you play more and more, you just like, it's like you look into the Matrix. Like you just see the patterns as they come up. You see the flurry of like 10 notes, and you're like, I know what this is. This is like an alternating back and forth pattern or something. I mean, I'd imagine all the patterns have names. I don't know the names. I just play it, I suppose, as I go across. So yeah, expertise, Once you're an expert in something, things like that just seem second nature, I'd imagine. All the patterns and things you're very used to seeing after doing it for so many hours. But then to the untrained eye, it's sort of like, well, it is, I suppose, magic in some sense of a word, at least. It's just absurd. And that was part of it. You just started fishing, Roscoe, which is very unfortunate, so we can't give you this delicious fruit. Also, we should probably move this table over a bit so it's actually like lined up with the squares. That's my fault. It's going to be a bit difficult to MacGyver our way. Not really MacGyver. What's that like box pushing game? That old box pushing game? You know what I'm talking about, maybe. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but still. That's what we're going to do. Do we need to push up one? I think we need to push up one. It might look a little bit too rigid, though. I didn't mean to sit down on this. If we align it completely with the cells, but whatever. Space efficiency. Oh, hello, Roscoe. Don't go fishing again. We need to give you something. What was I saying? Yeah, expertise. I mean, if you're an expert in anything, well, you don't even have to be an expert, but someone who spent a decent amount of time in those in anything really, you probably understand what I'm talking about. And I imagine most people are, to some aspects. In some aspect, There's probably something in your life that you spent, what's it like, the golden rule, 10,000 hours doing? Right? That's like how much you need to become a master, something like that. Invest 10,000 hours in something. I'm not sure if it's something like that, right? I don't know. Every time I say that, I'm just reminded of a cartoonist called Lauren Faust. You might know. She does a lot of she's created a lot of cartoons in the past. Do we have special hybrid purples? I can't remember. We're going to plant these special hybrid purples over here. And plant these regular ones over here. As you know, we should just plant it Vivian's house. There's no point planting it over here. Anything is a thing Lauren Faust said. I feel like she said it. Maybe she didn't say it, but I feel like I read this. As she said, like, she's someone who's pretty good at drawing, unsurprisingly, being a cartoonist. Or screenwriter? I'm not sure. She creates cartoons, something like that. She says you have 10,000 bad drawings in you that you need to get out before you start getting into the good ones. So just draw. Just advice for artists or new starting out artists who I presumably ask a question like, how do I get good at art? Good like you. And, you know, it's just the advice to give. Just literally just practice. There's no super secret to, like, well, almost any hobby in life. I mean, there's some, like, secrets of, not secrets, but, like, things you can do which will be more productive, perhaps, or more efficient. But when it comes down to it, you just got to do it. Whatever it is you want to do and become good at, you just have to put in the time and effort in to reap the rewards of it, to be honest. None of these roses are breeding anything. I hope it's not a thing where, like, we can't breed on the third cliff height up there. No, that's not a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing, at least. Anyways, it used to be a thing in the previous game where, oh, another one we can test. We've no more seeded yellows, though, I think. No, I think we have one over here by, well, it's not Hippo's house anymore, but Rowan's house. I'm pretty sure this is a seeded yellow. So we'll also plant this up here. Actually, let's plant this down here, just to be safe, you know. We need a space to put this, to be honest. We've got no spaces. I mean, I suppose we could just plant it in this corner over here. Like this? Maybe like this. No, it's going to get confusing. Let's just put it with the others. I don't know why I'm trying to complicate things even further, rather than just doing it as it should be. So let's plant this up here. Not a fossil. You can't plant a fossil. That I know of. Why is that in that direction? Oh, it's because this bamboo shoot lamp is misaligned. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't really remember. Expertise, practice. Yeah, if you want to get good at something, you just got to do it. There's no way around it, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending how you look at things. Yeah, I mean, if it's something you love learning about and love doing, you're probably already doing it. Yeah, again, you're probably not seeking out advice on how to shortcut it. If you already love doing it, you're probably just doing it, to be honest. So once a wise man called Shia LaBeouf once said in that old meme video ages ago, just do it. Or I guess I could have said like Nike or whatever, but you know, no product placement in these videos. Not yet, at least. Hello, Lily. You look very stone-faced over there. Dear, fish aren't biting. Oh, I see you picked up Vivian's phrasing as well. But Vivian's abandoned it now. She's now... What did I make her say last time? Oh, love. That was it. Love. More hyacinths. I was just trying to see if there was one hidden behind that tree there. But yeah, another casual Saturday. You ever do that? You know, just go on like YouTube, look through recommended videos, see something which is you would probably never randomly watch, but then you just click on it anyway out of idle curiosity, and it's actually amazing. Those Sudoku videos, definitely on that list. You know, I was looking and I'd be like, am I really going to watch a Sudoku, this like half an hour Sudoku video of someone doing a Sudoku puzzle? The answer was, I absolutely was, and I absolutely did, and it was great. I've watched quite a few videos from them, to be honest. I already know this. What heck's a traditional straw coat? Who have I not given stuff to? Lily? Eric? Sylvana? Diana? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but like the YouTube rabbit hole, it's a very deep rabbit hole. There's ridiculous amount of videos and creators on the site, isn't there? Especially compared to when it was first came out. YouTube's been out for many years now, and many creators have been creating videos of some sort, right? There's probably anything you're interested in. or curious about, and you want to find some video to binge watch on that, there's probably something about it out there. And to bring us around full circle, those expertise videos, anytime where it's an expert explaining their hobby or their interest or their expertise, I suppose I should say, to an audience of novice, or presenting it in a way that is entertaining, I suppose, for someone with no knowledge of that. Seeing their passion about that sort of things is just fantastic. Like on those the ones that came to mind, the Epicurious videos. I think it's Epicurious. I can't remember. The ones with the cheese expert, and she's like trying to guess which is more expensive cheeses, and they bring out like an expensive one and a cheap one, and she breaks it down, being like, "Oh, this because of the rind of this cheese, you can tell how long it's been aged for, or like the perforations are whole, or something." Super interesting. I can also see Flo's back in her house now. I guess that was a very short visit to Axel's house. I was going to say video, that doesn't make any sense. Videos like that are like some of the best videos ever, to be honest. I love watching someone who's passionate about something explain something in simple terms if they can, but also why it ends up being their passion, you know? I can't be the only one. I'm sure lots of people are like that, to be honest. I feel like it's a common sentiment. I didn't mean to learn this. Drop this on the floor. Say hello to Rowan. And I'll give you more. I don't know why I'm trying to rap. What am I doing? Mountain, hi you hubbub. What's the latest, Sylvana? I'm glad you're never too busy checking with me, Mountain. Sylvana, it's because you're sweetie. Yay, Mountain. I was just thinking about you. I wanted to see you. The weather's great today. I'm gonna lay down over the grass and talk to some bugs. You do that, Eric. What's up, Rowan? How do you like Fawn Hollow life? Yo, you been draining, Mango? What's the latest? Hey, you working up a big sweat out there, Mango. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Will do, you know? Everyone, let's have a drink of water right now, in honor of Rowan. He told you to stay hydrated, especially when we're coming to these summer months. We're not in summer yet, we're nearly there. I mean, we're still in May, so it's like spring is winding down and we're starting up into summer. Well, actually, I suppose it depends where you are. The season summer might have already started. At least in the UK, it's generally goes by a 3-month cycle. I know it's different in other countries though. Like at least in China, they do it like autumn is like 2 months or something, and winter is 5, something like that. I believe is what they usually say. That might be wrong. Don't take my word for that. I'd imagine it's got to be different. In different countries. I mean, I suppose it's already inverted in the southern hemisphere. And probably like every season feels like summer when you're like at the equator or something. And same for winter at the poles. Not that anyone particularly lives at the poles that I know of, well, permanently. Apart from like scientists and animals, of course. What bug is this one? Rosalia batasi beetle. Plausible. Not likely, but plausible. 18 minutes into the video, we can put more paths down. I'm not sure what paths we can. We're slowly actually putting the paths down everywhere on Fawn Hollow. I didn't think I was actually going to have a commitment to get it done because it feels a bit tedious. But it's getting done, slowly. Perhaps we should link up Axel's home to Town Square. Otherwise, we'll just, I don't know. So what did I say? No, not Rowan. Sylvana, Eric. Who else have I not given something to? I've given something to Vivian, Audie, Roscoe. Vivian, Audie, Roscoe, Diana. Oh, Lily I haven't because she was fishing. It's much more difficult to give out presents on Saturdays when villagers always sit down for KK Slider watching. I wonder if it's possible to have all your villagers actually sitting down around that concert area. That seems extraordinarily unlikely, and seeing as you have no way to influence, probably not possible, is my guess. I think I've only... I don't mean to hang this on the wall. I think I've only ever seen, like, the maximum of 4 villagers sit down in the town square. Though it wasn't when KK Slider was there, so maybe it's different. I don't know. I mean, sometimes a lot of them just gather around the town square just for fun. I mean, it is basically the central location over here, so why not? Another one we can do is we could do the path from here to Vivian's house. How do we do it? We go like this. Oh, then it could turn up to here and also split off across here. And go upwards like this. And like that, maybe? That seems doable. Why don't we do that? We have to move a lot of these flowers, though. A lot of these wind flowers. You gotta go. Well, you don't have to go. You just gotta go somewhere else, to be honest. Just not here, you know? I'm sorry. We could put them in the playground. Maybe one thing I should do is I should try and get like a tarmac path and put it underneath the playground. But the playground was just a temporary fixture to get 5 stars, to be honest. I want to replace it with something much more natural rather than industrial. But it didn't have the furniture items required for it, to be honest. And these are basically the only sort of things you can get from what am I thinking I was going to say? From the ABD, or the Nook Miles reward program. Plant some roses over here behind the mums. Why don't we plant some yellow pansies over here? Over this wild area. More white windflowers. Why not? Why not, I say. Maybe on a rainy day we'll get some more blue windflowers. Not that we particularly need any more, to be honest, but still. Alright, so let's get down to laying some paths. We can go back to talking about Sudoku again. Actually, I'm not really much of a Sudoku person. You know what? Something I do want to at some point get into? Cryptic crosswords. They look super interesting. Like, I had a teacher back in secondary school who was really into them, and he was explaining them to me at one point because, well, I don't know, that's a whole another story for another time. It's super interesting. It's super weird as well. If somehow you don't know what a crossword is, it's basically a big grid where a load of squares where you put in one letter. Oh man, how do you explain a crossword? Where you can put one letter into each square, and then some of the squares are grouped together in rows or columns, which, when put together, spell out a word. And then the crossword also comes with clues to, tell you what the word potentially could be. And it also refers to, like, which of the rectangles of squares it's talking about. And worst description, whatever. You know what a crossword is, anyway. So while a useful crossword will give you things like definitions or perhaps a bit more obscure hints and whatnot, a cryptic crossword basically is like giving you mini riddles, I suppose. Maybe that's the wrong way to describe it. It's not really riddles, but there's like a hidden language, as I understand it, in cryptic crosswords, where they try and like obscure the word you need to discover within the clue itself in some aspects. Like sometimes the ones I remember is sometimes the word itself is actually hidden inside the clue and it's like spread out over multiple words or something. Or it's an anagram of one of the words that appears in the clue, something like that. It's interesting, It seems like a refreshing spin on the crossword that perhaps rewards more lateral thinking rather than depth of knowledge. Do we want to put the corner like this? Yeah, I think so. I don't think we could put one there. I just want to quickly see how this looks like if we put a corner piece on instead of that big block there. Nah, that looks bad. Put the big piece back down here. And let's make a path to Vivian's house. So how do we want it? Do we want it to come out like this? And go diagonally up here, across here, and up like that? I think that's what we want. So let's start clearing these flowers away. Yeah, cryptic crosswords are very interesting. But something I'm interested in doing. I'm much more interested in doing a cryptic crossword than Sudoku and other puzzles similar to that. To be honest, there's a lot of them. Is there like Kakuro? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Kakuro, maybe? There's also the Bridges one. Actually, the Bridges one I do quite like as well. The Bridges one is basically there's like a load of numbers in circles, and the circles represent how many. Your objective is to connect the circled numbers together with lines, so-called bridges between the islands, which are the circled numbers. We probably don't want to surround the peach tree. Now, each circle number, the number represents how many lines, i.e. bridges, can be connected to that particular island. So yeah, it's a lot of juggling around connections and trying to see what can go where based on how many numbers and stuff like that. I don't know, I haven't really done it too much, I'm not an expert. It was more like something, it's like, we had like a Sudoku book or something. Or it wasn't just Sudoku, it was mainly Sudoku, but then it also had things like bridges and other puzzles every so often. I don't know. You know what also has a lot of Sudokus? Newspapers. At least in London. If you know what the Metro is. The Metro newspaper is, you'll know what I'm talking about. Back when because I used to take the train to school. Used to be a load of Metro newspapers scattered all along the train. I'd pick them up. Sometimes do a Sudoku puzzle. Not really do Sudoku, that was more Valley's thing, to be honest. I often did, they had a thing, it was like, I can't remember, like a word circle? It was like, let me think exactly, there was like basically 9 letters, 8 of them written in a circle and 1 of them in the centre, and it was basically an anagram of like a 9-letter word. Was it 9? Maybe it might have been 7 now I think about it. 9 seems like a long word. I'm not sure. Anyway, we want to go across like this. We want to start going diagonally here, so we've got to definitely move this lily. We want it to be like this. I'm not sure if we'll have enough room. We might need to move these over entirely. We'll keep that in our pocket for now, and we'll see how it goes after we do this. Why don't we put down the diagonal bits first, so we can, just to see how it goes. Can I not put it on this block? Okay, well, we're gonna do some water terraforming then. Let's think. Make this pond slightly smaller. But that way we can actually do some diagonalism. Diagonalism? I don't think that's a word. Gonna be honest, I think I just made it up. So we've got like this, and it'll go across like that. Yeah, that seems good to me. Now, I'm gonna have a quick look, see how we did the diagonals here. We did like this. 1, 2, we did them like knights moves away from each other. So we've got this. 1, 2, here. That's the wrong place. Is that right? 1, 2. That might be right. I don't know. We'll find out. You know, some things are trial and error. You don't have to get it right first time. If you just keep at it, you'll eventually get it right. There's no need to be perfect, because nothing is. I don't know why this has turned into some weird life advice sort of thing. It's a kind words effect rubbing off onto me. Maybe that's just how I talk. Gosh, it's probably really annoying. Oh well. I'm just spouting generic helping phrases into the ether. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Sorry if you don't like Frozen. Or Disney. Well, it depends, I suppose. Let's not get into that. We're just here to lay casual paths down in Animal Crossing. That's all we want, to be honest. Maybe I should start doing more of it. Start doing some cryptic crosswords, like pick up myself a book. Start learning how they work. Get really into it, you know? Kind of ties with what I was saying. To become an expert, you know? Put the hours into it. Well, it depends if I want to. I'd rather just keep it as a casual hobby, you know? No need to be an expert in cryptic crosswords, that seems a bit... not for me. Do you think there's cryptic crossword competitions? Probably. There's probably crossword competitions. I don't see why there wouldn't be Crypto Crossword versions or variants. The Sudoku competitions, almost certainly. Any sort of puzzle competitions. Does that look right? I think that looks right. It looks like how I've done it up there, so I just want to keep a consistent theming, you know? I'd rather put a corner turn over here, but there's pink lilies in my way. I'd have to shift it over. There's not enough room to shift it over. I would have to shift everything downwards one. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave it like that then. So where can we put this black and yellow one? We actually do have to move it up a bit. Something like that maybe? Or maybe like this. No, we can't put it there because there's a white lily there. Let's do it like this then. So shift it diagonally. And thus we have a path leading from here to Vivian's house. I lied because it's not finished yet. We still got these last few pieces to put in. And this could potentially be extended out to the right to go lead to Roscoe's house. I don't know if we need that though. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I didn't want to put that one down. Which one was it? Was it this? Might have been this. That looks about right. There we go. A lovely path from Vivian's home to this ramp. So now Vivian and Eric have a nice path to each other. So does Sylvana. They're all connected now. Also Rowan, I guess. So now we just need to end up connecting this to Roscoe somehow. I suppose we can have it go down through this lily path. And then diagonally across here. And down to right here, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. But we'll save that for next time, as we have encroached 30 minutes over here on Animal Crossing. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.